First of all, I would like to say thank you very much, Paroki, for giving me the chance presentation of my thesis PowerPoint, and I would like to thank BIOMASS as my mentor. My thesis is about the assessment or intention to use biomass energy in Indonesia, a case study of BULUSAN village. And these are the table of content I will present today. The overview overview of the biomass energy and the problem statement, research question, and research objectives. And we'll discuss why I choose this result and the purpose of research. And I will discuss the hypothesis, and I will deal with method I use to collect the data and analyze it before providing the result. And conclusion and recommendation based on the results. An introduction in our ASEAN country, agriculture and forests, which are the rich resources, they are abundance biomass resources that can be utilized for power generation. And according to the Indonesian national policy in 2014, by 2025 is intended to increase new and renewable energy 23%. And according to the Statistics World Barometer 2016 report, that Indonesia used 87% of non-renewable energy and only 30% of remaining renewable energy. And according to the Statistics World Bank, GDP in Indonesia increased by 5.1% in 2022 and 5.3% in 2023. At the same time, the consumption of the energy will also increase. And BULUSAN village is the large metropolitan area located in Tabanan district in Semarang city in Indonesia. There is a second village in Tabanan, BULUSAN, which are the parts of the village in Semarang city. And the population is around 6,429 people. 2027, however, according to the latest updated information in 2019. And the main source of electricity for Semarang city is provided by the state-owned electricity company, which is called the PLN. Among the village in Semarang, BULUSAN is leading one of the most energy consumption to support student and government employees activity. And the problem statement, the study will analyze the factor that can enhance the intention to use biomass energy in electrification for public use in BULUSAN village. And the local community is usually left of technological knowledge about biomass energy, such as how to convert waste into energy, and poor intention to use biomass energy. And for the research question that I will be investigated how this consumer perceives electrification by biomass energy in BULUSAN village, and which determinant of plan behavior model factors of intention to use biomass energy BULUSAN village. And for the research objectives based on the problem statement above, the research objective is to investigate the behavior intention to use biomass energy in terms of the theory plan behavior model, and which factor of the theory plan behavior model are contributing to the intention to use biomass energy in BULUSAN village. And these are the theory plan behavior model that I will use to analyze the biomass energy. So you can see attitude, subjective non-passive behavior control, and environmental concern, which factor are influence on intention to use biomass energy. So according to the hypothesis 1, environmental concern and energy-saving behavior approach to the positive influence on the willingness to pay more of green electricity. And Chan also showed that environmental concern could also be significant factor to predict the intention to perform green practice. And Ban also showed that the people who are worried about the environment, they are more likely to choose eco-friendly energy products. So according to the hypothesis 1, environmental concern positive influence the behavior intention to use biomass energy. And according to hypothesis 2, positive attitudes of the customer about biomass energy play a role to push the customer more to purchase biomass energy. And Ban also showed that if people who have a good experience using the objective, maybe their renewable energy products or biomass energy, they have to choose to what the objective will present the behavior intention. And the van also showed that if people, if the consumer have eco-friendly attitudes to what environment they maintain, they show more likely or interest to buy environmentally friendly products. So the hypothesis 2, attitudes to what biomass energy positively influence the behavior intention to use biomass energy. And hypothesis 3, subjective non-influent behavior intention is that they more likely more information to people in a certain situation. And social trust of the community is also regarded as a practice in the rise factor to enhance the intention and behavior of renewable energy adoption through its influence on attitudes and social norm. And study about the installation and model also the subjective noun influence the customer satisfaction or using bioenergy due to the approval of other people and thus leading to improve the intention to use bioenergy in the future. So hypothesis 3 subjective noun to what bioenergy positively influence the behavior intention to use bioenergy. Hypothesis 3 passive behavior control, what considered to be ability to cause the intent to use small-scale renewable energy, environmental concern, and beliefs in the beliefs of biomass to younger age in foundation of positive attitudes towards the intention to use biomass. And individual confident internal control can be significant influence on purchase intention, while passive of youth to purchase to perform the behavior, and external control on behavior. And so hypothesis 4, passive behavior control, positively influence the behavior intention to use bioenergy. And this is other methodology I will use in this study. The result location that I already mentioned, BULUSAN village, and the population is around 4,429 people, 2,027 household, and responded and collected 170 people. And I use the SPSS to analyze this discrete reliability and regression analysis. And to collect the data, I use the random sampling methods. And I use the quantitative data, and I use the 5-question demographic information, 7 personal question to know the opinion, perspective, awareness, and experience, and 24 questions based on the theoretical and BBM model. And I selected the respondents sample based on unknown population method, which is called the coherent formula, and I to grade the degree like a scale 1 to 5, 1 strongly disagree, 2 disagree, 3 neutral, 4 agree, 5 strongly agree. And these are the result of demographic information, gender, age, occupation, money, income, and occupation. And the reliability analysis, you can see the result of the attitude or the compound alpha 0.9, 0.9, subjective noun, or the compound alpha 0.9, passive behavior control 0.9, and the last one, behavior intention, also 0.9. So you can see the 1.0 is the maximum value that is significant. So if the result is the over 1.0 is not significant, you can see the result of the attitude, subjective noun, environmental concern, passive behavior control, and behavior intention. So the result if below 1.0 is mean that all the results are significant and reliability. And the result of the attitudes, in descriptive analysis, the result of the attitudes, you can see the mean value 4 point. So it's mean they are agree, and they have attitudes on the biomass energy. You can see the result of the using biomass mean value using biomass energy, and energy independence is significant higher than the other result of mean values. It means they can use biomass energy, and also they can have the energy independent from the other country, and also reduce the reliance on fossil fuel from the foreign energy. And also the subjective noun, you can see the result of the mean value is they agree. So the people in the village, they are influent on social norm, but you can see the result of the mean value of my mentor encouraged me to choose biomass energy is significant value, then the mean value is higher than the other value. So their mentor or their professor or their teacher encouraged them to choose biomass energy. And the result of the passive behavior control is also similar with previous result. I agree, BULUSAN have many resources to utilize for production of power by biomass energy, meaning that the BULUSAN village, they have a lot of resources to utilize biomass energy to produce biomass energy. And also the result of the behavior intention, you can see the result of the mean value also similar with previous result. I definitely want to use biomass energy for my home electricity in the future. Of the result, the result of the mean value is higher than the other result, meaning that they can use biomass energy for their home electricity in their future. And the result of the environmental concern, you can see the result of the mean value also similar with previous result. I care about biodiversity if of the mean value is more higher than the other value, meaning that the villager, they care biodiversity. They don't want to lose their biodiversity by using the energy. And you can see these are the total mean and standard deviation. All the mean value are agree. And these are the infrastructure analysis, multiple linear regression. You can see the result of the significant value of the attitude subject to non-passive behavior control environment concern. So the significant value is less than 0.05 is significant, and greater than 0.05 is insignificant. You can see the result of significant value of attitude 0.015 is less than 0.05 is significant, meaning that the attitude toward attitude is positively influence intention to use biomass energy, and the result of the environmental concern 0.037 is greater than 0.05 is means insignificant, meaning that the environmental concern is negatively influence on intention to use biomass energy. And also you can see the result subject to non and passive behavior control. The result of significant is 0.0 is the less than 0.05, meaning that the subject to non and passive behavior control is significant and positive influence on intention to use biomass energy. And this are the discussion. You can see the result, the participation of male and female participation is significantly different. When I literature review, the female participation on the Google fill-in survey form is the female are more participation. And when I literature review, the study conduct in Sweden about the renewable energy products, the female participation is more higher than the male participation. And the young people 18 to 25-year-old are found more active to respond to the survey questionnaire regarding the biomass energy usage intention. So when I literature review around 18 to 30-year-old, the young people are more, they have more knowledge and participation to fill in the Google survey form. And attitudes towards biomass energy positively influence the baby and intention to use biomass energy, meaning that the villager in this area, they are educated, and also the government employees. So their attitude, their attitudes, and also they have a knowledge. That's why their attitudes will be more positive influence on using biomass energy. A subjective norm is also positive. So it's not really a surprise for our ASEAN country, because our ASEAN country, Myanmar and Indonesia, their decision, their perspective, and their position is based on our friend, our family, and our neighbor. So it's not surprise for that. So when I literature review that, the study conduct from the Finland and India. That Finland is more individualistic country. They are more positive influence on attitudes. They are negative influence on the subjective norm. And the India, they are our Asia country. They are more socially influent country. So we can compare these two countries. And the passive behavior control towards biomass energy also positive influence. So meaning that the villager, they have the villager, most of them are student, engineering student, and also the employee, the government employee. So the employees, so they have a knowledge and they understand the using of biomass energy. So they believe using biomass energy. And environmental concern is significant. Meaning that's what I understand, that's the villager, they cannot connect the link between the environmental concern and biomass energy. So it can be insignificant. And conclusion, attitude subject to non-passive behavior control and environmental concern. When I analyze the descriptive analysis, all of the factor are positively influence. And when I analyze the infrastructure analysis, attitude subject to non-passive behavior control are positively influence intention to use biomass energy, and the environmental, only the one item, environmental concern is not significant intention to use biomass energy. And according to the recommendation, we would like to invite the participation of more community in renewable energy, and also the government and local organization need to be necessary to make more clear, show advantages and disadvantages of biomass energy in order to make more village and to fulfill the passive behavior control of biomass energy, and also to fulfill the significant environmental concern. The government and the local organization, and also other renewable energy sector should emphasize on promoting environmental knowledge and benefits of utilization biomass energy. And also they should make more the rule and regulation to make more clear and convenient for initiating energy company. And also when I analyzed and the result of the analysis, the subjective knowledge is more influent on using bioenergy. So when we construct the new energy or bioenergy, the local based energy is more positive and more successful than the other way of methods. And thank you very much for paying attention.